guys, welcome to Gospel Gossip. It's Christina.
And Lizzie. Thank y'all for listening to the show today. I think we're going to have a pretty good episode planned for today, huh?
Oh yeah, we are.
How was your week, Christina?
It was good. Being lazy.
As usual?
Oh, force.
Yeah. How does it feel to not have a job?
Amazing. Actually, no.
Yeah. Guess who, speaking of jobs, guess who just got a job? Me. I just got a job. Anyways, so I said that because I want to tell you something really crucial to what we're going to be talking about today. So I went to this job interview, right? And the lady that was interviewing me handed me this piece of paper, and it had like the list of everything that I'm going to be doing like in my job if I got it. And she goes, are you comfortable with starting a cha-cha line by the pool? And I was like,
Totally.
ma'am. I was like, sure, yeah, sure, I'll start a cha-cha line.
Like, I'll make sure I'm comfortable.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, yeah, I was like, sure, but I'm definitely going to have to get out of my comfort zone to do that. But that's kind of what we're talking about today is starting cha-cha lines. I'm just kidding. No. Getting out of our comfort zone, possibly starting cha-cha lines. I mean, whatever you're into.
Hey, we could.
I mean, you know, but... yeah, I think we have a pretty good episode planned, so I'm really excited. So, do you have a time in your life that you can say that you've really been like pushed out of your comfort zone?
Currently, right now.
Right now? Like on the podcast?
Yes. It's okay. We're working through it.
No, on our first episode, I feel like we were both so scared, but then it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I was terrified.
I don't know. I think it turned out good, but they're like in the future we might look back and be like, ugh,
like,
what were we doing?
Is that?
Yeah, but I think it did turn out good, and I think you did a great job.
Even though I was over here silent.
Real. Even though we were both uncomfortable. But sometimes you just gotta like push yourself out there.
You gotta test the waters first.
Yeah. So I was definitely a little bit uncomfortable too the first time, but I just kind of like jumped out of my little box of comfortableness, I guess. If that's a word. Is comfortableness a word? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Imagine it is, and we're over here on this going, yep.
Real.
Nope.
Well, we just made a word. So somebody put that in the dictionary right now.
Use it.
Real. But yeah, it was uncomfortable, but now I feel like it's kind of better.
It's kind of easier.
It's getting easier, but like that's just what happens when you push yourself more. It just gets easier. But what's a time like where you've put yourself out of your comfort zone? Have you had a time where you put yourself out of your comfort zone and been like, oh yeah, this will be fine, and it hasn't been fine?
Yeah, and then I'm like, I want to go home. I want to get away. Leave.
I hate it when I hype myself up to do something and then it turns out horribly, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, now I want to go home. I want to leave.
I literally feel like curling into a ball and like rolling in off of like a hill or something.
Like, I never want to talk to the people. I'm embarrassed myself.
Oh my goodness. No, but a lot of times I want to do something. Like, for instance, something that I like to do a lot, which I used to not like to do at all, but I would literally do it just to try to socialize, I guess. I love complimenting people. And a while back, like, I was complimenting somebody, and it didn't go so well. They were like, have you ever complimented somebody and it's been like, they've been just kind of like weirded out by it?
It's like, why are you looking at me?
Like, why are you talking to me? That's so uncomfortable, and it really hurts my feelings.
And then it's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do from here? Just walk away awkwardly?
Seriously, oh my goodness, I hate that. And just thinking about it makes me really uncomfortable.
Just like cringe and want to curl.
Right. I have a physical pit in my stomach right now just thinking about it. But that's happened to me a couple times. And not just that, like with a compliment or something, that's just an example that's definitely happened. But like with other things, like you go up to try to talk to somebody new and they just kind of shut you off or something like that. And that happens to me a lot. I try to get myself out of my comfort zone and put myself out there because I know that if I don't, then I won't make new friends.
Like, be glad I'm talking to you. This is uncomfortable.
Right. Like, I'm very uncomfortable right now.
At least have
just
a conversation with me.
Right. Oh my goodness. Like, it doesn't have to be a long conversation. Just talk to me for 5 minutes.
A 5-second conversation.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. But another time that I've been out of my comfort zone is like when I've gone to a new youth group. Like, the first time that I went to the youth group that me and Christina both go to, I was scared.
I basically forced her into it. I was like, come on, you come in with me.
No, the first time I went, I just kind of, we weren't friends then, and I just kind of sat and I was like, you know what, this is not that bad. But I have gone to a couple youth groups and I've ended up embarrassing myself. It's nothing that anybody else has done. It's something just that I've done.
How many times I've embarrassed myself with this youth group, and here I am.
Oh my goodness. I'm still standing. Yeah. But oh my goodness. That right there was a great example of something that I did and embarrassed myself. I shouldn't have said that.
It was
But
fitting.
you know what? It was fitting. It worked well.
It was fitting, and it was a good laugh.
Yeah,
so.
that's a good song too. That's a great song. I'm Still Standing. I don't know who sings that, but it's a good song.
I don't know who sings that either.
Anyways, but yeah, I'll go somewhere to a youth group, whatever, and it'll either go great or horribly. And the times it has gone horribly, it's been my fault. But I'm glad that I've went ahead and done it anyways, because it's like built up my immunity to social anxiety, if that makes sense. And I feel like getting out of your comfort zone has a lot to do with social anxiety. And I used to have such horrible social anxiety.
No, because whenever I have to talk to people that I've never talked to, or like I've known them, but I haven't talked to them in forever, I'm like, them in my head, like, what if I say this and then they think I'm weird? Or what if I say this and they're just...
Oh my goodness. No, there's been so many times where I've like been having a conversation and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm panicking internally right now. And I literally go to say something and then I think and I literally stop what I'm saying and I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't say that. They might think that I'm weird.
Yeah, that, or you like panic and you just start like babbling on and you're like, yeah, and then you can't stop and then you end up embarrassing yourself because you can't stop.
Exactly. One horrible habit that I have is like when an awkward silence gets going, I am the talker. Like, I won't shut up. And I tend to really just start talking about the most random things sometimes.
I cannot relate. I actually freeze in awkward silence.
That's why we're friends, because we're like the opposite. But yeah, I can think of a situation at youth, the same youth group that we go to, that I did that and I was like, ugh, embarrassing. Yeah, but I think that was actually the first time I went. But I went back. And if you fall down, get back up. Get back up. Just go back. I mean,
don't quit doing it. Just keep doing
just
it.
try again. It's not the end of the world if you embarrass yourself. It's really not.
It's not going to be the last time you're going to embarrass yourself.
Right. There has been, oh my goodness, countless times.
Yeah, I've embarrassed myself countless times.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, sure, you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you'll be like, oh, that was so embarrassing.
Like, why did I do that?
I do that all the time. I'll literally be sleeping and I'll wake up and I'll be like, why did I do that thing 7 years ago?
No, because you ever like dream and have a dream of when you did it and it's like, oh, why did I do that?
Look, one time I did something so horrendous. I will literally take this to my grave. Nobody knows about this. I gaslit myself for years into thinking that it actually didn't happen, and I dreamed about it because it was so embarrassing. And I genuinely won't tell anybody about it. It was so bad. But you know what? It's okay. It's fine. We cope.
It's okay.
We cope. Yeah, it's fine. But if I didn't get out of my comfort zone and do that super embarrassing thing, then I wouldn't be where I am now, I guess. It just kind of builds up your confidence and your character development. I hate to be one of those people that say that, but
yeah, please don't.
But that, I mean, it truly is character development. I mean, so whatever we can do to build that up, I guess.
It's okay to say it, just don't start going around character development.
I'm sorry. God forbid I say something that Christina finds cringy. Oh my goodness. My apologies.
None accepted.
But yeah, another thing that I've done recently that's kind of gotten me out of my comfort zone is Christina and her family actually go to nursing homes and they like minister. Her mom and dad both like take turns preaching and stuff. And her and her brother and I think one of her brother's friends or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go and like they'll get the residents of the nursing home and they'll like bring them in and talk to them, all that stuff. Something that I've done recently with my parents as well is we'll go and like my parents will sing and I'll like play guitar, which has been a little bit nerve-wracking because I'm really bad at playing in front of people. But like I'll play at home as much as I want to.
Dude, you did good whenever you played in front of them.
I messed up so many times, but you know what?
You couldn't even tell.
It's okay. Yeah. But that is a really good environment to do something like that in. Like, you don't want to get up in front of a ton of people.
Like, that's a good starting line.
Yeah, because, I mean, yeah.
And hey, if you mess up, they're all sweet, so.
Yeah, they're just understanding, like, grandparents. It's okay. But
just like that little diva from the back hallway we go get.
Oh my goodness.
Love her.
Yes, there's this, oh my gosh, we have to talk about her. There's this little old lady and she is such a diva. Oh my goodness. She literally, we walk down the hallways and we like try to get people out of their rooms and stuff. And we walk past her door and every time she's just sitting in there getting ready. She's like
she's doing her
hair.
Makeup and she's like, I'll be done in a minute.
Literally, I'm like, oh my goodness. We're like, okay, we'll give you 5 minutes. And I looked at her last Sunday and I was like,
she's all like blinged out, rings on every finger, earrings.
I was looking at her rings and I'm like, you literally can't even see her fingers. There's rings all over her fingers. She's such
and
a
she does. It's
cool
not
grandma.
the small rings. It's like the big rings that go from knuckle to knuckle.
Oh yeah, it's the chunky ones. But yeah, I'm like, you are so cool, and that really inspires
I want to be
me.
like that when I'm old.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And she this is kind of random, but she literally, before we left, she was like, hey girl, we were taking her back to her room. She was like, hey girls, have y'all ever done anything with a karaoke machine?
And we were like, yeah, when we were younger.
She was like, have y'all ever had a karaoke machine? And I was like, where's this going? I'm slightly afraid.
Like, I'm terrified.
But we were like, I haven't, but Christina.
I was like, when I was little,
yeah. But she was like, well, I got this karaoke machine and I need somebody to help me set it up. So go in my room, get my karaoke machine, and meet me in the dining room. I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am.
But plot twist, Lizzie's dad tried to set it up and taught them how to charge it wrong.
And guess what? Christina embarrassed him.
I did.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes we just have to put him in his place and humble him a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. He gets too hyped up with the technology stuff because he's good at it and we're sometimes not, but we have our moments that we shine brighter than him, which is good.
I thought he would have known by the little noise it made whenever he tried to.
Yeah, that was embarrassing, and there were people around. And
there
he made
was
a big
at
scene
least
about it.
5 people that heard that.
Yeah,
and seen that.
But we won't embarrass him too much about that. But
I definitely will.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's a little bit of something that's gotten me out of my comfort zone, and it's not just to get me out of my comfort zone to do that. It's to get me out of my comfort zone to do other things, build my confidence
in
up.
general, need the confidence to do.
And the more you do, I feel like
it's like the better it gets.
Right. I mean, most of the time you're not going to embarrass yourself. And if you do, so what?
Most of the time I do end up embarrassing myself.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. So do I. It's okay. We all mess up. But it happens to the best of us. It really does. But it's character development, like I said. Sorry, excuse me for saying that again. I didn't mean to. But
she did the little finger and everything, like the little.
Okay, they don't have to know that, Christina. They did not have to know that.
They do now.
But yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10 for me. I mean, I try to go out of my way to talk to strangers. I don't know. It just gives me a little rush of adrenaline, I think.
I avoid talking to strangers at best cost.
I'm like me.
Not in like a rude way.
Right. No, but like me 3 years ago would have absolutely like died at the thought of talking to a stranger in Walmart. I don't know.
Me right now, as my current self, I would still want to crawl up in a like ball.
Girl, you literally, she's saying this when she literally approached me first and started talking to me.
I did, but like, you know what? You seemed like a pretty nice person to talk to.
Thank you. That's such a compliment.
You know what? What was you gonna do? Redirect my friendship?
Exactly. And see, you could use that as an example in your brain the next time you want to do something. Right?
I didn't really give you a choice. It's just like, hey.
I guess that's true. Now I'm kind of stuck. I don't know. I feel like once you start a podcast with somebody, you're kind of stuck in a relationship.
You feel stuck?
Yeah. Slightly. Sometimes. No, she calls me and she's like, "Why didn't you answer the phone?"
Yeah,
Christina?
I'm like, Miss Girl, I literally called you like yesterday.
Well, I'm not unemployed. So, anyway.
I'm unemployed and I sleep until like 11 o'clock. So I don't.
Real. Do what you will. Yeah.
Exactly.
Free will. God gave us free will, by the way.
Exactly. My free will probably needs to be putting applications in right now.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah, but, I mean, you have to get out of your comfort zone more. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. I love you, so I'm going to tell you, you need to get out of your comfort zone more. And so do I.
Exactly.
If you ever feel nervous, if we're together and you feel nervous to do something, just be like, "Hey, will you go with me?" 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say yeah. Actually, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to say yeah. I'm always down.
Like, come on.
I'm always down for an adventure. And yeah,
Those
if
side quests.
like for y'all listening, if you have a friend that's crazy, I mean, that you just feel comfortable around and you want to do something, just ask them, be like, "Hey, do you want to go on a little side quest with me? You want to do something fun?" And it might go great, it might go kind of bad, but either way, you'll be fine. And either way, you'll come out stronger, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely been times where I've been like, ugh. I don't even have to explain that. I've been like, ugh.
Like, no.
But now I look back and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I feel like, why did I do that?
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, it's okay because that built up my confidence to do something else.
It's okay. It's over with. Like,
yeah, it's fine. And
just to let you know, if you're ever scared, you can always pray and God will be there for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, when in doubt, pray, honestly.
Exactly.
And no matter what like the situation is, you can always pray.
Listen, if it bothers you, I don't care if it's like, he doesn't care if it's like small or little, like, or big. If it bothers you, it's big enough for you to pray about it.
If it bothers you, it bothers him. So
yes. That's like what I was.
Right. Exactly. That's a good thought. Yeah. But I think that's a pretty good place to wrap it up. Don't you think?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for listening to this episode today. I think we really enjoyed talking about this.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a good episode planned for next week. But just remember, if you're going to gossip about Jesus. Bye.
Bye.